Hello, everybody. Welcome to It's a Long Story, a place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and we create magic. We are here with our awesome, amazing cowboys, cowgals, and everything in between in the Brasslight. Everybody, take a look at your camera, wave, and say howdy.
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 Welcome. For those that have no idea what this is, hi, we are a D&D live stream that runs every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Having 5 parties living, existing, and breathing for those that do in the same homebrew world, the wonderful, beautiful world of Astera. Announcements. I have been... actually, I guess we could probably just announce this now. For our Monday campaign, unfortunately, we have had a switch. We've had a switch on our players, as Kevin is unfortunately having to drop off, so we will be having an opening spot for that coming up. So there'll be more details soon on that. We thought we were going to have someone that was going to be able to replace that spot immediately, and it just got word today that they are not going to. So that will be that is actually available now to take a look at if you are interested in joining in our joining in with the Reckless in our Monday campaign. You can check that out by going to startplaying.games/GM/It's a Long Story. Yeah, feel free to reach out to me there as well as to get any more details, information on that. We will miss Kevin very much, but hey, gotta take that promotion when it happens. So, let's see, one-shot stuff. Because of honestly, because of the player switchover this week, it's been a little bit harder to get that ready, get that going. My plan is still to have it kind of be somewhere in the middle of August, but I have not had any time yet to be able to set up those one-shots. So that'll be coming up soon. But that would be the same link to check that out. So if you are interested, please feel free to check that out there. If you are wanting to support the channel, to support what we do, you can do so by liking liking and subscribing where you are right now, whether that is YouTube or Twitch. You can also check us out at It's a Long Story _TTRPG for our TikTok and our Instagram down below. That's it. I think that's all I got. I'm almost ready to jump right in. How are you guys doing? I haven't even checked in with you guys. You guys good? Ready to do it? Ready to jump in? Cool. So before we jump into tonight's session, we need to get a recap of where we left off with the Brasslight. So, Kiki, please take it away.
So last week's session began with the party regrouping at the auto shop while they recovered from the chaos of banks and bounty hunters. The party was trying to figure out what was going on with Lysandra and Jericho and what the deal with the bounty hunter was. Jericho, unfortunately, can't speak, but he can telepathically converse, which he does briefly with Ophelia in a slightly threatening manner. He may have targeted her as a sacrifice. We're not sure. We may not get to see that storyline play out. Lysandra and Quinn step aside to talk while Gaspard comes back, letting them know that we are almost good to go. And he has plans for Timothy's arm blade that they can work on that night, which we clearly did not get to. Lysandra and Quinn talk through some of their issues, where she admits she has her feelings towards the party and the mission here. She apologizes for running away, and he tells her he understands and will stand at her side. That standing by her side is the greatest honor of his life, and it was kind of cute and kind of sad. Back in the garage, Blair shares the newspaper with Timothy, who has a surprisingly mild reaction to the news. Meanwhile, Rasa runs to grab dinner for the party because he is the party dad. the only one keeping us slightly sane. He runs into Flinch along the way, and that quickly goes downhill, though, as she tells him about the creepy tunnels under the town. Rasa returns, desperately trying to convince the party to join him on his creepy tunnel foray. Blair supports convincing Lysandra and Quinn to go on this tunnel expedition. I think Ophelia supports that as well. Everyone's gaslighting Lysandra and Quinn on going onto this dangerous mission, which they don't want to go on to. Eventually, Blair leaves to go talk to Gaspard, who is very excitedly trying to figure out what the hell is going on with Jericho and his inability to talk and the unrelenting rush of salt water coming out of his mouth every time he opens his mouth. He's not doing well. He didn't figure anything out. Blair tries to convince him for all of 2.5 seconds to go join this tunnel adventure with Adelaide, and then she gets bored of that conversation and just leaves him. Flinch, Rasa, Timothy, Lysandra, and Quinn decide, okay, we'll go on the tunnels. Whereas Jericho, Ophelia, and Blair say they are otherwise occupied and go off on their own. As the larger group heads towards the tunnels, they find a old brass-born factory where Timothy, they look around thinking about maybe there's some things for Timothy here, but they know where it is so they can bring Blair back when she's hopefully still alive. Timothy heads down first into the tunnels, kind of scanning ahead. Lysandra notices something is off with Flinch. She's acting very evasive and shady about this whole venture, but we follow her anyways because nobody here cares about that. Lysandra did mark the path with shreds of black cloak, so if we do need to get back, we can follow the black cloak. Timothy notices footprints, specifically brass-born footprints in the tunnels, and Lysandra starts to try to interrogate Flinch more to no success, as a giant rat appears and starts attacking this group. Back at the shop with the other group, they head over towards the Hangjaw, trying to be kind of sneaky. Blair and Jericho chat a bit. Then he asks Ophelia to join him for his cult meeting, and they all head out at midnight to find the cult meeting. They meet Carrion in the back entrance of the Hangjaw, where he questions Ophelia and Blair and asks them basically why the hell they are there. Eventually, he just, I guess, kind of accepts and says, we'll see. And they did see. They notice all the other bolt vultures kind of lurking in the shadows around them. But they continue on towards the scary, creepy hole in the ground, just the three of them and Carrion. As they get to the hole, Carrion just casually, chill as fuck, falls into the hole, and then Jericho, and then Ophelia. Or I think then Blair and then Ophelia. But Blair didn't unburden herself, so instead of just floating gently down like everyone else, she falls on her ass and takes a bit of damage. Carrion notices that and comments that one of you has not unburdened themselves yet. And then he stabs her, saying that he will help unburden her. And that's when combat began for that group. On the other side, deep in the tunnels somewhere else, Rasa, Lysandra, Timothy, Quinn, and Flinch, all of the melee and healing of this party, easily deal with the rats they have available. Meanwhile, in the other tunnel, Blair is stabbed by Carrion. Ophelia and Jericho are restrained by, I think, brassborns. And it is too dark for them to see anyway, so they can't cast spells with sight. And Jericho still can't talk, so he can't cast spells with sound. So they're doing great, and that's where we left off. Did I cover everything?
Jeez, when you put it like that.
Yeah, I think that about covers it.
I was muted still. I especially like the part where you pointed out where the frontliners melee and healing is in one area.
Yep. I got you.
Oh, Lysandra, you forgot the part where we're gonna our side. We're going on a picnic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot that. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes. Very nice. What the heck is this? Okay, cool. I think I got the general setup done. There's one piece I've been trying to find. Yeah, we need to fix this. That's right. I'll fix that in a second. Okay, cool. Yeah, anything else to add, friends? Also, Kiki, please take that point of inspiration. Cool. Well, and I guess I'm ready. You guys want to play some D&D?
Hmm.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. I'll probably need to get the... Oh my gosh. Where's my phone? Hold, please. There you are. So for some reason, little peek behind the curtain thing, for this setup, the camera
Ugh.
Yeah, DV Mux is
oh, wow, that was weird.
great today. Yep.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you guys heard.
You said for some reason the camera, and then you just flipped off line.
Beautiful. I flipped off.
Mhm.
Cool. All right. Yeah. For some reason, the camera. I should be able to manually control here. There we go. Works better being controlled by the phone instead of the device it's plugged into, which is strange. But yeah, I think we probably have to fix some lighting stuff, but for the most part, I think we're good. All right. Well, let's do it. Any questions actually before we start?
Man, gremlins are everywhere.
Oh gosh, we just keep losing it.
You're back. Hello.
Hi. That's weird. I'm sorry, friends. I don't know what's going on with that.
Sarah's got gremlins. Ryan's got gremlins.
Yeah, that's a first. All right. If that happens again, I'll reset and come back in. But I think. Yep. There we are. Cool. All right. Let's try this again. Yeah, here we go. Oh, gosh dang it. There we go. All right. There it is. Just a blue spot. Okay, there we go. All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Matt scared me. Okay, cool.
I scared you? How did I scare you?
You messaged me saying it sounded like my mic was muted.
No, I messaged you that you muted me, and I was
Oh.
checking to see if my mic was okay or if there was a reason behind it.
Gotcha.
Because I was self-conscious about being muted.
No. It's good for now. Okay, cool. I gotta fix some of the places for these guys, but in general, we are. Oh, I did not mark off where we ended. Oh, we actually are starting with Ophelia. Now I remember. Okay. Great. All right, let's move down to here. So coming back into the scene here, Ophelia. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, I believe, with disadvantage.
I rolled 2 10s, so okay. What's my perception? 15.
Okay. With a 15, you were able to surmise, even being in the grappled state that you are able to kind of surmise the general area. It is extremely dark down here, more so than it seems like it should be.
But I can see Carrion.
Yes, you can see. So you can see everybody here within about 10 feet.
Okay, because I want to cast. I don't even know I have to see him cast it, but I don't know. I'm gonna cast Starry Wisp on Carrion. So I have to actually roll to hit with this spell.
Cool. Yeah, this is a new one. If you can read that off to me, actually.
Sure. Yeah, it is a new one, 2024. It's a cantrip. I launch a mote of light at one creature or object within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 radiant damage, and until the end of my next turn, it emits dim light in a 10-foot radius and can't benefit from the invisible condition.
Interesting.
So, at level 5, it's 2d8 damage. So, but I have to hit him first. So, I'm gonna do that. What dice should I use? Dice don't fail me. I need the help bullet. I'll use this one. I rolled a 2, so that's a 10. Does a 10 hit?
10 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay. Bonus action. Hold on. Is my I'm gonna use a bardic inspiration to do Mantle of Inspiration on all 3 of us, and I'm going to roll a d8 because everybody gets temporary HP equal to 2 times the number rolled on my d8.
Nice. And the Mantle of Inspiration itself is a bonus action?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Oh, let me double check though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my bardic is a bonus action.
Okay.
So everybody gets temporary HP of 8. And you can use your reaction to move up to speed without provoking opportunity attacks. So Blair, if you need to run somewhere, you can without an opportunity.
I'm stabbed and grappled, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
I would say
grappled
grappled is, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm stabbed.
2024, temp HP does not stack, correct?
Correct.
It's the same. Okay.
Oh, did we already have 10 HP?
I do because of Armor of Agathis.
Well, geez, why did I even cast this thing?
No, this is dope. This is a dope turn. This is an awesome turn.
No, it's
It
not.
helped me. I'll say that. It did help me.
Okay. So 8 HP. If you get ungrappled, you can run. And that's it.
Okay.
I'm staying put.
You got it.
Because I am also grappled. Okay.
Awesome. What does this Mantle of Inspiration look like?
That's the one where it has like some pink and baby blues swirl around my head, and I have like a very fashionable little spray of like flowers and a hat, and I look very beautiful, and it emits a lovely fey aura that Blair falls madly in love with.
I will say, Blair will say, that's a nice hat.
Nice hat. That's some nice hat, Blair. you. You get it. I nailed it. I nailed that joke. Okay. Did I bring? Gosh dang it. Okay, cool. I have half painted Quinn. Let me go get it. Okay, I gotta fix this scene here. Okay, cool. Technically, we do have a rat in front of you, but I'm gonna say no, because I mean timing's a factor here. Yeah. Sorry, I know I did say that last week, but turns matter. Okay, so we have we go back to the top of the order. Rasa, it is your turn. Feel free to let me know if you had already gotten this. I'm pretty sure it's one of you was able to succeed in this, but you know what? We'll start just spring. Rasa, give me a perception check.
All right, 22.
22. Yeah, awesome, cool. I'm trying to remember who was the last to make any noise. I'll say for simplicity's sake, you definitely hear that there is another scuffle going on, not too far. Actually, it'll say not too far from you because as you kind of like cling into your senses, you recognize that this fight is only happening about maybe 50 feet away. But through on the other side of this wall.
Okay, there's another fight going on as I will move up to try and take out this last rat.
Okay.
There's a chance that thing was vexed and I get advantage.
I think it was sapped, right?
I don't know who hit it.
It would have been either of your characters.
I didn't hit any rat. I hit the rat from the top of the pillar.
That's the one that we're dealing with now.
That's what you're dealing with.
Down.
So that is a Vex. Why is my... Hold on. My character sheet's not working. Sap. So it's disadvantage on its next attack, girl.
On its attack. Okay.
Its attack.
Okay. All right, so regular attack for me. 11 to hit.
Let me check. I did not think I needed to pull this up. Let's see. 11 just misses.
All right, I will try again. And I will hit that time for 18.
Yeah, there we go. That'll hit.
All right, minimum damage for 4.
You say 4?
Yep.
3 was the amount of damage you had to do. How do you want to do this?
I just lop its head off real quick. And then let the group know about 50 feet. So is it 50 feet to the side, on the other side of the wall?
Yeah, I'd say 50 feet south.
South.
You are not really aware of like how thick this wall is, so it might be like holes between the walls, or wherever that's kind of catching how you're able to perceive this.
Okay. So 15 feet south is another scuffle. I will strike off in that distance, in that direction. 30 feet if we're maintaining turns.
I'm so sorry, I stuffed way too much in my mouth. So it took you about 25 feet to get up to that.
Oh, that's right. So we'll move the 5. That's all I got in me, I guess.
Okay, you got it. All right, you step in front of Quinn. Onto the rat. Dead rat. Okay. So technically, I'll give you guys kind of a little bit more leeway of like things you can do, but movement would be kind of a big factor there on this for the timing here. As Timothy, is your turn.
Okay, my normal base speed is 40.
Having trouble hearing you, man.
Oh, well. I'm sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Seems like your volume kind of just tanked.
Does that sound any better?
It's doable.
Okay. My normal walking speed is 40. How close to that wall can I get?
How close to the wall?
He said that there was some kind of commotion.
Yeah, I mean, above board, you guys know where you are here. Like, that's the distance between you guys is roughly around there.
No, I mean, like, he was motioning toward that wall where there's a commotion. Can I get to the wall?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Can I guess, make a perception check? Can I try to figure out what's going on the other side?
Yeah. Give me a perception check. I'll say DC 10 at least gets you something.
That is a 10.
Tell me what you're doing to perceive what's going on.
I guess I'm putting my ear up to the wall. I mean, it looks like solid rock to me, so I'm guessing I'm trying to hear through the wall what maybe Rasa heard.
Okay. With a 10, you are certain that there is something happening. Someone's being attacked on the other side of this wall. You perceive that this wall could be broken through. I'd say with probably, mechanically speaking, a couple of good, solid smacks to the wall.
Was that perception check my action, or do I still have an action?
Tell me what you'd like to do, and then I'll be able to
I'm
figure
gonna
that out.
punch the wall.
You're gonna punch the wall?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Unarmed strike. That's an 11. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. You punch the rock wall. You do. I'd say you. You do get a very surprised look from Flinch, but there is no physical damage done to that wall.
Yeah. Yeah, that's completely right.
Yeah. Are you angry? I don't. What? Oh, because they're gone.
There was some kind of. Is there a way around this wall, or do I have to just knock it down?
I don't know. I mean, there's. I think there's doors further down. I think.
There's some kind of fight, and I think someone's being attacked. Maybe more of those rats.
Oh well, then maybe we should just let them do what they do. They shouldn't be down here.
He's gonna look at her like kind of confused.
Yeah. We'll say. I'll say that's your turn. If
Yeah,
you're good with that.
completely.
Jericho, you are up.
Cool. I don't, for the life of me, Joe, remember who I was telepathically merged with
Okay.
last session. I think it was Carrion. I'm kind of wanting to communicate with him as a free action, but if you don't want to go with that,
I'm fine with that.
Well. Okay. Because now that I can see him, I'm gonna, I just want to reach out to him and go, "You dare to impose upon one of my guests into this situation? How very dare you?" And I want to cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Okay.
So he has to make a Wisdom saving throw of 15.
All right. 18 on the die.
Damn. Okay, well, he's still taking half damage.
Okay.
I do have a backup here, so he just also won't be forced to do the other thing. So that is half of 16 is he's taking 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. And then I just realized, because of this feat, I can use Mage Hand without verbal or somatic components. So I'm going to try to push him off of Blair with my telekinetic shove.
Is telekinetic shove a bonus action?
It is a bonus action.
Okay, cool.
So as a bonus action, you can telekinetically shove someone. It's DC 8 plus the ability modifier of the score increased by this feat. So that's DC 8 plus charisma. So that's 8 plus 4 is 12.
It's probably the same as what your spell casting would be.
Think so?
Yeah.
Well, spell save DC is 15. So
Yeah. So I'd say it's the same. Okay. Cool. What is it strength?
Yeah, I believe so. Let me double check real quick because I just got off of it.
Good. Check.
On a strength saving throw.
Okay. All right. Okay. He is pretty strong, but with a 4, he is not aware of the specifics of your abilities. So, as he feels that kind of strange sort of whisper kind of go through his head, you see him kind of jerk his head in your direction, but then get knocked back from some force.
Okay. And then I just my goal with that was to speak it clearly so everyone, to get him off of and out of the grapple of Blair, out of grappling Blair. And then that'll be my turn.
I don't believe he's grappling Blair.
I thought he was grappling Blair.
No, the robots are.
Okay. I thought he was grappling
No,
Blair.
the robots are grappling Ophelia and Jericho as he grappled and stabbed Blair.
Yeah, that's what it was last week. That's
Gotcha.
why
Okay.
I targeted Carrion for this. All of this was about to get.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. We're good. Cool. All right, yeah. Then Blair, you are free of the grapple. Nice.
Okay.
Sick. And anything else on Jericho's turn?
That's it. I'm good.
All right. Carrion kind of hisses and it will be your turn. I'm just checking to see what his plan is. Okay, cool. Blair, it is your turn.
Blair hears him hiss, and she hisses back at him. Her tail is like fully poofed out because she just got stabbed. And she is going to do a pretty big attacks on him and just stab him with her magnetic claws.
While you're doing that, Ophelia yells, "Blair, run!" Just Blair, run!
Okay.
Yeah, remember you can move without
first
getting
attack.
a attack of advantage on you, or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, Timothy,
Let me
you
first
hear
try
that.
this. So, the first attack is a 12. I doubt that hits.
Does not hit.
Okay. The other attack is a 23.
That will hit.
And then because I'm using the claws and they're a nick, I get my third attack as just another action as a freebie instead of a bonus action.
Okay.
That's going to be a dirty 20 for the second attack.
That'll hit.
Okay, the first attack I'm using a magnetic magnetic dice to add a d8 to it. That's 15. Yeah, 15 for the first hit.
Okay. You're talking about damage.
Yes, damage.
Okay.
Sorry.
Actually, what type of damage?
It is slashing.
Okay.
The second attack is 8 points of damage for that one.
Okay.
And as I do that, I am getting out of his range. So I'm going to go around him to the other side with the rest of my movement.
Sorry, say that again? What are you doing?
I'm going to go behind him using the rest of my movement, which would be another 20 feet to go away from him, behind him.
Sorry, are you moving away from him or are you just going behind him?
Away from him the other way. Where my character is pointing, that way 20 feet.
Gotcha. Okay. Unless there's something I'm missing, there'll be an attack of opportunity on you.
No, because she has. I did the Mantle of Inspiration, so she can run without provoking opportunity attacks.
Okay, I think I misunderstood. How long does that last?
Until it just says they get temporary HP and then can use her reaction to move up to speed without provoking opportunity attacks.
Right, which she did not do. That's a reaction. That doesn't mean she just has that.
Oh.
Okay, then with my speedy feat, it is at disadvantage normally.
Okay, cool. Speedy feat? You guys just
Yeah.
making stuff up now? What is speedy feet?
Blair's speedy. It is what I got.
It
for
does
my
sound
speed.
big.
Go back to- it's not feet. It's called. Ba-ba-ba.
Your
There we
feature,
go.
which is
Back to the
called
bottom.
speedy, not your speedy feet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, in all fairness, everything in D&D made up. I don't want to ruin this for y'all. This is all
No,
fantasy.
hey, don't bring that here. Don't bring
None
that
of-
here.
None of this is in the Bible. So I just want you to know it's all fake.
Oh my god.
Can
Okay.
we kick him?
Oh, that's good. Cool. Yeah. Up to second disadvantage. Okay, great. Cool. The first was 22. Anyways, the lesser one, what I didn't tell you, is 19 to hit.
Did you roll the other one?
Yes, I promise you.
Okay. Okay, I just didn't see it on the dice cam.
It was
yeah, 18
16,
hits.
now it's 14. Okay.
Sorry, you're just breaking up.
That is. Ooh, jeez. That is. Okay. That is 12 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
And then
Can you say
I
that again? You're
need,
breaking up so much.
is 12 points.
Okay.
Just to check in. The rest of you guys hearing me okay? Okay.
Yeah, you're coming through fine.
Sorry. It's just a bad connection for me. And did you say 14 or 16 for the hit?
I said 20 to hit. Or sorry, 19 to hit.
Okay. Okay.
So, yeah.
That's all mine.
Okay, and then Blair, I need you to give me a charisma saving throw. Actually, sorry, wisdom
Oh.
saving throw.
Okay, that's better. Ah, had to prove me wrong. 3.
Okay. Blair. You are you are now standing on the platform, the inner sort of boxcars of the Brasslight. And you see about 5 different people in different sort of rows staring at you. All of them, they're in like different sort of like clothing, but all of them are your brother. As you are currently blinded and don't know where you are.
Oh, that's
Poor-
rough.
Poor.
I think Blair's just starts screaming, like, stop looking at me like that. Stop looking at me that way.
Okay. Timothy, you also hear that? Okay. Does that end Blair's turn? I would assume so. Okay. I assume Sarah said yes. Okay. I'll say you. It is Carrion's turn. Jericho, you hear. You all hear this, but. You hear Carrion just say out loud. What did he say? We'll see how he deals with you. And you see him run out into the darkness.
Can you take your stupid robots with you?
I'm going to say, in all honesty, trying to decide whether or not we're out of initiative or not, but the Brassborns on their turn will let go of you. So it's up to you guys. If you want to do something that's initiative based, you certainly can, but. Okay, cool. With that, we are out of initiative.
Can
I
we
think
see
Timothy-
Sorry.
I think Timothy would turn to his group and say, I heard Blair and I heard Ophelia on the other side of the wall, and I think they're in trouble.
Okay, maybe we should look for a transition somewhere.
You see Flinch just. Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there might be some doors up ahead here. I don't know if they're able to be opened or what.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Okay. And you guys hurry down.
Can Jericho and I see Blair?
No. Sorry. I'm sorry. Blair. Not in this moment, no. I'll say Ophelia and Jericho give me an Arcana check now that you're...
Sure. I'm also going to start making my way doing a couple things. I'm going to make my way to getting a lamp out to get some light in this situation.
Give me that Arcana check first.
Sure.
I got a 9.
I got a 23.
Okay. As you start to kind of fumble in your bag, wondering even with the amount of... does Jericho have dark vision?
No.
No, a lot of you guys don't, actually.
No.
Yeah, I think you start to kind of fumble through your bag, and then as you go to you're just about to sort of strike to light the torch, and something tells you that this is not normal darkness.
Okay. So am I, with the way that Ophelia's light interacted with Carrion, am I to believe, would I put the pieces together that this is magical darkness? Or darkness coming from magic, I guess. Is that a fair jump to make?
Yeah, it's not normal darkness, so.
Cool. All right. I don't know if I can't see anybody in here, then I don't think I can communicate with anybody except for fumbling around and trying to get somebody in the dark.
You can see Ophelia. Ophelia's right next to you.
Okay, so I can see Ophelia. Okay. I will just link up with Ophelia telepathically. Miss Ophelia, this darkness is not natural. in scope. We need to go get Blair now. You're muted.
Jericho, you're also reminded that you saw some sort of light pulsating up ahead.
In the direction that Carrion went?
Yeah. It's hard to say, but I'd say definitely the direction that Blair went.
Okay.
I am mad at Jericho, so I ignore him and I just start yelling, Blair! Blair, where are you? Blair, if you could hear me, say something. And start. Do I have any magical thing I could? Can I use Starry Wisp to aim at an object and the object would be lit up? Does it work?
It says
Can it work
if
that
it
way?
says to hit a creature, which I'm certain
Probably
it does.
but let me
Oh
just-
no! It actually literally says one creature or
object.
object.
Okay.
Okay, 2024.
What's a big object I can aim at?
You can't see anything. I don't know.
Nothing. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna like.
You
Do
can see
it
the brass board that is just standing there.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the brass porn.
Okay.
Wait, no, I shouldn't do that in case it gets mad and tries to attack me. So I'm just gonna shoot Starry Wisp off to like the side where I feel like there's a wall and stuff that probably Blair did not go towards, and see if it'll hit something that can light up and help us out.
Great. I'll say
Sounds
roll
like
me.
a wise decision, yeah.
I love this decision. Go ahead and roll me a d4.
Okay.
If you roll a 2, go ahead and re-roll.
Friendly fire! Friendly fire!
I hope not. I rolled
Blair
a 3.
hasn't been shot yet, so.
Yeah. I will say because Ophelia specifically said I won't shoot in the direction where Blair went.
Yeah. I rolled a
Fine,
3.
take it. 3. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, you shoot
I have to roll to attack. Do you want me to roll?
no. You're just hitting a wall. You definitely hit the wall. And you see that same sort of, I think, did you call it bluish purple? Is that what you said? What did you say?
It's, yeah, her signature blue with some pink lace through it.
Blue and pink, that's what it was. You see it kind of like flash out and then start to kind of like quickly die as if like a candle in like the rain. Like it just like quickly just kind of dissipates.
When it flashed, did I see any objects that I could aim at again? Like did it help at all?
You get the idea that it's not the object.
Oh, okay. It's not because I just hit a wall. Okay. But when it did flash, did it light up anything, or it just really just went?
Roll me a perception check.
Ooh, that was good. 17 plus is 22.
22. Okay, we'll count that just to feet. I'll say with 22 feet, you can just about see the glint of Blair's claws. As you see it kind of like, I don't know, maybe like mindlessly sort of swiping at something, or not mindlessly, but like, you're muted.
Yeah, you can just see them moving around her face and everything.
Cool. So you don't see her face, so you see her claws.
Okay, as soon as I say that, I grab Jericho's like coat and I just yell this way and start running towards Blair.
All right, we'll pause you there. Lysandra, what are you up to?
She would just be trying to help the group. I think we're trying to find a way to Blair, right? Because Timothy said he heard Blair. Yeah.
Yeah, ironically, I think you guys are actually like running away from them right now. So yeah, go ahead, give me an Arcana check and a Perception check.
fucking god, I cannot roll with this character. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
How is a 6 for Arcana and a 9 for Perception with inspiration?
Jesus. Okay.
Joe. Ophelia
Hold on.
shout-
Let me hold on. Time out.
Yeah.
We're,
no.
Let me handle that, and then I'll handle you. I would say you probably notice. You notice a door just on the wrong wall. You notice it on the left side.
She's not gonna open doors on the wrong walls or mention it to Timothy, because last time that happened, Jericho got crushed.
That's fair. Scott?
Ophelia said that she shouted out Blair.
Mm-hmm.
Would I or anyone else in my side of the party have heard
I'm
that?
really having a hard time hearing you, man. If you can eat that mic, it's really far.
Is that better?
A little bit.
Huh.
I'm looking at your mic thing, and I'm seeing you're barely breaking 50%.
Is that any better?
It's about the same, but I can deal with that. If you have it right up to your face, I can hear you.
Pretty much, I just wanted to find out, would we have heard Ophelia shout out, I'm gonna... because you said we're going away from the direction of them, so would we have heard, like, realize that we're going in the wrong direction when we heard her shout out the name?
Yeah, I would argue, because you got it right when... That's a good point. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull out. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well. Rasa, anything from you?
Yeah, I would keep running. I mean, I'm not punching through a brick wall. Maybe Timothy is, but
Okay.
just looking for a door or something.
Running and looking, right? So give me a perception check.
That is a 14.
14. Okay. 14. You find two double doors that are locked. You notice that there's also like they seem to be pretty hard steel.
Okay. Timothy,
Go ahead.
Lysandra, and Quinn, locked door down here. Maybe we kick it open.
We can give it a try.
I'm sorry, is it a wood door or a steel door or what?
It is a like steel door. That could be your best shot.
Oh, we've done it before.
That's true.
We did it in the other tunnels. Timothy, you want to kick a door down with me again?
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. What is it, athletics?
Yeah.
Should we both roll, or would one have advantage?
I'd say if you want to give it whatever is
Timothy,
better for you guys.
take advantage.
Yeah.
Roll again. I don't trust my dice. That's why I asked. I don't want to roll.
That's fair.
It's a 24.
24, you make a dent. You also all on the other side, as you guys, for Ophelia and Jericho, as you guys are coming up to Blair, you hear this far off bang.
I don't want anything to do with that bang. That's
Hell
that's
no.
danger right there.
Running faster to find Blair.
Just for the information, Joe, is Blair the same direction as the glowing light, or are we heading in different directions now?
Same direction.
Same direction, okay.
And like I said, pulsating.
Pulsating, yeah.
So there's like certain points where you see it, and then there's certain points where you just don't.
Right, okay. As long as we're heading in that direction, I'm okay with that. I mean, I want to say Blair, but that light is a beacon.
From my understanding, you guys are moving to Blair.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll say you guys kind of get to Blair right now. Blair, go ahead and give me another wisdom save.
Okay. A little better. A 12.
Okay. With a 12, you see all of your brothers get up out of their seats and start to move towards you.
Blair's just like freaking out. And they're all Leo? Or...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she is completely freaking out. She is like, don't look at me. It's not my fault. And she's just like moving her arm, like completely forgot what's on her hands. And is like trying to like push them away. And you're just hearing her scream, it's not my fault.
As we run up, I'm yelling Blair's name. Is she like responding at all? Does it look like she's just in her own world?
Not at all. I'm gonna say low DC, but give me a dex save, Ophelia.
10.
10 makes it. You're okay. It gets pretty close. I think you probably like there's a little like patch of blonde hair that just like kind of like
a little.
Yeah.
I don't know how this works. Is this allowed? Can I cast command on Blair to get her to stop if she's already under another spell? That's like a mind spell.
You're wanting her to. What is your intention? To have her stop swinging?
Yeah, I would cast command and do halt, so she would have to. She wouldn't move and takes no action or bonus action. Like it would like stop her from swinging around and stuff. It's
God, on the other side of this. Oh my God, that's awful.
It's a wisdom 16 save for Blair.
Okay.
Blair, stop!
That's another 12.
Great. You hear a chorus of Leos saying, "You know what you did," and at this point, as you start to try to raise your hands, you realize that you can't raise them.
Sorry, Blair.
Blair is just like almost full tears, like, it's not my fault. I'm sorry.
Jericho, what is happening to her?
Jericho just opens his mouth. It's full of salt
water. You take 6 points of psychic damage.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As Ophelia turns to Jericho, acknowledging him for the first time since the fight, I can't do anything except try to get in contact with Blair telepathically. That's all I can do in this moment, I feel like.
Interesting. So
I just want to go into Blair's mind telepathically share, and again, this is telepathically.
Is this telepathically?
This is telepathically. I don't want, I only mentioned it a couple of times.
Okay.
Telepathically, I'm going to say, sorry, it's a dumb goof for me, and only me. Blair, you're safe. You're safe.
No,
Blair.
He's dead.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Me or Blair?
Jericho.
Okay.
Oh.
19.
Yeah. Blair, you hear that.
Okay.
You hear that as you are now being grappled and being pulled towards the back of the train.
Blair, you're safe. Me and Miss Ophelia are
No.
here.
you hear the sound of the back portion of the train that you now recognize is moving, because as soon as the door opens, you start to hear the rushing sort of sound of the train.
It's my fault. It's my fault. I was scared. Leo, I'm sorry.
I want to make sure. Am I hearing
Jill!
this from Blair? Like, is
Yeah.
this like okay? So she said okay. So I'm hearing Blair say this.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
Reading the description of Leomund's tiny hut, can I cast it to put Blair inside of it and it stops the spell?
That's some
'Cause it
shenanigans
says-
right there.
It says that spells of level 3 or lower can't be cast through it, and the effects of such spells can't extend into it. But does that mean if someone's already under a spell, will
But
it
doesn't
stop it?
Leomund's take like 10, 15? Doesn't it take a long time to cast?
It
It's
does?
either 1 minute, which is a long time,
Mm-hmm.
or it's a ritual, which is 10 pounds.
I appreciate the hustle.
It could come in handy at some point. I need a ruling.
No.
We'll cut to the other group. Meanwhile, there's a door. You see, actually, ironically, Lysandra, you are working with Timothy to kind of go ahead and kick that door. But I'll say, with the perception check that you saw on the other the door on the opposite sort of side, on the other side of this hallway, just say hallway. It's about like 30 feet wide, or 25 feet wide, 20 to 25 feet wide. You see Flinch kind of like facing that door.
Is this the room we're looking for, Flinch?
No, sorry.
I'll roll an insight. We'll see how it goes.
Sure.
I don't see shit. Continue.
You got it. I will say, like, as you like, kind of like pull her out of wherever she's at, she looks. Oh, can I help? And you see her kind of like pick up her hammer towards the door that you guys are at.
Do you know how to get through these doors without kicking them down? Because that seems to be inadequate.
You see her like kind of like, oh, yeah, I actually do. I'll be right back. And you see her go to run further off. And you see that she is looking up at the corner of the wall as if she's tracking something.
Okay. I look at Timothy and just shrug. I suppose we'll see if she can open the door. That's not her accent. I don't know what I'm doing tonight.
Anything else from Group North?
I can't
I'm
roll
gonna
to
hit
save
the-
my life, so.
While nothing else is happening, I'm actually going to hit the damn door with my hammer.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
It's a 26.
Yeah, it hits.
That's 21 points of damage. And he would have hit that place where he dented it before, if possible.
Okay. You see that metal bend in a little bit more. You can, actually, ironically, you see that the metal is moving, but you can't see any sort of form of light on the other side. Giving you the idea that there's possibility that, like, It's almost like this is a this is a false door. Like you should be able to see some sort of like get some sort of like generalization of the other side. You should have sight on the other side, like even like a sliver.
I'm actually gonna. Ross, look at this. Oh, is my audio working better?
About the same. If you keep that mic close to you, we can hear you. But
It's weird because on the chat it says that stream is. I sound okay.
he said, yeah. Hannah said you sounded better when you were right here. That was,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a tough door, Timothy. You guys keep working on it. I'm gonna see if I can find another way. I'm gonna see the feasibility of having roadkill pull me underground underneath the wall to the other side.
I love this. Feasibility of it, I think, yes. I am going to say because you are being pulled by a creature that has a very different anatomy than you. I will say this will work. You will take damage. The question is just how much.
Okay. I'm gonna do it anyways.
You got it.
Yep.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
And that's a 6.
Okay. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, but you do get to the other side. Ironically, I'll say also give me a perception. I'll say no because that your perception is way off as you are being dragged underneath. Did you tell anybody you're doing this before you do it, or do we just see Rasta get pulled?
No, I think this is just happening here in the middle of our group as roadkill bursts through the ground. I do a little swan dive into where roadkill's abdomen is and grab onto it as it pulls me underground.
Okay, cool. Quinn just starts like full on pulls out his axe and is just not able to get there in time, but kind of like looks down into the hole and just yells for Lysandra.
I don't know.
Should we go after him?
No, we should not. We aren't capable of fighting those things in that environment. He's a wrangler. He does this all the time.
I just want to point out that this was supposed to be fun.
This is not fun. Timothy, Rasta just disappeared into the ground. What do we do?
I don't know. I'm gonna hit the door again.
Cool. Yeah, go ahead and hit the door again. Meanwhile, I'm gonna have a couple things happen here. I need somebody to roll for flinch, and I really want it to be Kiki.
All right, I'll do it.
For redemption.
Fingers crossed.
17 to hit,
You
25
said
damage.
for redemption?
Yeah, for redemption.
How's a natural 1 for your fucking redemption?
We're all rolling so bad tonight.
Incredible. Timothy, we will come back to that hit here in a minute, but you guys see this sort of nasty spark start to like arc down the top sort of corner towards the door as your awesome NPC takes 7 points of lightning damage. As you just hear her yell, "Ow, fuck!" I'm okay. It's fine. We're good.
Oh my god. Lysandra looks exasperated between the hole in the ground, Flinch electrocuting herself, Timothy just punching a door.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Technically, I'm using my hammer,
That's
so
not
it's a
yeah.
little bit better.
Okay.
Totally different. Cool. All right. So now we're gonna get into some real stuff here. Blair, how many hit points do you have left?
Ooh. 31.
Okay. Okay. Blair, give me one more wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god! That's a 4.
Can I make an argument here where Blair's having somebody communicating with her on the outside now? And my feelings would be that Blair could realize that this is some sort of... Obviously, if they're buying into the situation where a bunch of Leos are there, I think that was the name of your brother.
Mm-hmm.
She knows there's also this thing now that she could probably reason that she's in an illusion, that there's some spell affecting her, and maybe bolster herself extra against it to get advantage on that saving throw.
I love that hustle. I think that hustle is great. No, is my answer to that.
Well, I don't feel that bad about that. I try. I'm sorry, Sarah. Joe is just deciding to be difficult tonight.
There's
It's okay.
already 7 Leos or so in this illusion. The idea of having a creature being like, "Oh, this is an illusion because of a voice," no. Yeah. And I think the idea of like hearing like, "Blair, you're fine," after being like physically not being able to move for at least a turn is yeah, I don't think so. Blair, you fall unconscious.
Oh shit.
And you all see Blair just collapse.
Joe, next hustle question. My mantle of inspiration gives temporary HP. Can I use that again on Blair if she's passed out and give her HP?
No, that's not how temporary HP works.
I didn't think so, but I thought I'd ask.
I like all the hustles going on.
Yeah, and I will say what happens is, Blair, they some of the Leos open the back door and throw you out off of the moving train.
Well, if she's passed out, I drop command, obviously.
Just
Feel
to make
free
sure
to flop around
Blair's
on the
not making
ground,
death. Blair's
She
not
will be.
making death saving throws.
Yeah, she will be.
I would like
Oh,
to rush over there and instantly try to stabilize Blair.
Yeah, you got it. Give me a medicine check.
I don't know what the DC is for something like this. Does a 10 do it?
I think a 10, if I recall correctly, I think a 10 just fails. Let me check just to make sure.
Your Mantle of Inspiration does not give any bonuses to checks like regular Inspiration does it? Okay, because otherwise I could add it to this maybe.
Oh, wait, I have Bardic Inspiration I can give you.
Yeah, you
What
had
is
normal
wrong
Bardic.
with
That's
me?
okay. That's okay. A DC 10 is what you need to stabilize a creature. So 10
So you didn't
just
need the Bardic.
stabilizes.
Okay.
Nice.
What is?
beats it,
I'm
beats
a
it.
terrible bard. I'm very sorry.
It's okay.
You're
So
fine. You've done some great things so far, honestly. kind of got us out of that pickle.
So yes, I'll say as you see, I'll put it this way. I think as you see Blair kind of like drop to the ground, you were not expecting that, and because she. I really don't want to put more blame on Ophelia at all, but this is just how this works. Because this figure is dropping to the ground and does not have use of their limbs in this moment, just head first, knocking right into the hard rock of the ground.
The important thing is that Ophelia is safe, though. So
Jericho, as you turn her over and just like are able to make sure the wound doesn't become worse as Blair is stabilized. Okay. Timothy, 17 hits, 25 about you can stick your hand through.
Can I try to just wrench the door open?
I will give that to you at the end of the kind of like turn of the people here, as I think you, if I recall correctly, last time you hit and then you try to hit at the end. So I'm trying to kind of count that as the beginning of this.
Totally.
But yeah. Actually, this is an important thing to handle. Rasa, you come up to total darkness.
Okay, I do have dark vision.
Great.
Is that not happening?
Nope.
I'm going to...
Which is even scarier, I think, for you.
Yeah, I'm going to try and cast light.
You got it.
Just on a weapon or something in front of me.
Cool. Same thing that happens to Ophelia. I mean, it makes sense in character, but the same thing happens with Ophelia. You see that light kind of like shimmer for a second. You see there is... you actually see, I'll say with that because it's a momentary sort of thing, you're able to see Timothy, and Timothy, you see Rasa for a second, and then it kind of like fades out.
So I'm on the other side of the door of Timothy?
Yes, yep.
Okay. Is there a lock on the other side of the door? Can I unlock something?
It looks like this is some sort of like... This is a door that is... This area of this place kind of reminds you a little bit of Whitewater. It looks like this is electrical, for the lack of a better word, I'd say. Speaking of, Kiki, you want to roll one more time?
This is unfair. Someone else should roll.
I think you should, because truly only a nat 1 would do damage in this case.
How about a 2?
You got to get the
How about
yips
a 2?
out.
A 2?
You rolled a 2
Oh my gosh.
These yips might be permanent. We're
I'm gonna give I'm gonna give you advantage because Flinch just took damage from this thing.
I mean,
Our grip is not meant to go underground.
I kid you not, I just rolled another natural 1. On different dice.
Are there psychologists who help with gaining yips? Like, can we send Kiki to...
Thankfully, I did say advantage, so that was a 2.
Oh my gosh.
You hear Flinch. You hear Flinch very unconvincingly yell, "I almost got it." And then also, Lysandra, you hear a voice from Quinn, and just going, "I recognize that these people are important to you, but I just want to make it very clear that
they're idiots. I'm aware."
No, yes, well, you are the only thing that I need to be worried about. So I need to be clear. At a certain point in time, I'm going to suggest we just go back.
We aren't in present danger. We are just... Yes, I agree.
Your friend just got eaten by something underground.
Maybe not. He is friends with some of those things underground.
Yeah, seeing the flash of Timothy, I'm on the other side. I am going to try and find the other group.
See,
Got
you
it.
can hear him through the door.
And I
He's
will
just over
use,
there.
I will terrifyingly use roadkill to guide me to the vibrations that I sense towards the party members.
Yeah. This was roadkill that brought you under, right?
Yes.
Give me an animal. Yeah, I'd call it the animal handling check.
Okay, it's a 19.
19. You notice that I'll say like the skill still works, but you notice that roadkill is freaking out. Just gives you with a 19 gives you enough sort of thing of like roadkill also can't see anything.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know what kind of vision they had. If
Yeah.
they had like the same vibration that I do.
Yeah, I would say they have. I kind of like. I think having to make that judgment call, I imagine it's something like bats, where they have like a little bit. But the fact that they have none right now is freaking them out.
Yeah. Okay, does the 19 get me through to the party?
This was you were using him as the. Yeah, I'll say so. Yeah. Because they're actually not that far off. You get to a point where you you start to hear. I would say Ophelia and obviously Jericho's not talking. Ophelia, are you saying anything?
I'm not yelling anymore, but I am trying to talk to Blair. So it doesn't make like a ton of sense, but I'm like shaking her, and then Jericho's working on her, and I'm just going, Blair, wake up. Blair, what's wrong?
Okay. Rasa, you hear Blair wake up. Blair, what's wrong?
Okay. I mean, I would also be able to feel movement,
Mm-hmm.
As I get close. Like, Ophelia, is that you?
Rasa?
Yes, most of the party's stuck on the other side. But I'm here in the dark. Why is it so dark in here?
Ophelia, just in your range, you see this this horrifying creature.
Well, I do hear Raza's voice, so I'm just gonna trust that Raza's there.
I just want to be clear, Rasa, you did say roadkill is leading you. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the first thing that would be this.
Okay, well, I scream, and I say, Raza, that better really be you.
I'm here, Ophelia. What the hell's going on? Why is it so fucking dark in here?
I don't know. Ask Jericho. And then she says it as accusingly as possible. She's so mad. And then, are we in magical darkness still as well, where we're at with Blair?
Yes.
We are. Okay.
Yep. Also, Timothy, sorry, I forgot. Timothy, you can go ahead and roll that attack roll.
I'll try and cast Starry Wisp again against like the wall to see if it hits anything, and just see if there's any type of flash that might help Raza spot where we are.
You try to just cast it in the same direction as you cast the other one? Okay, you got it. Yeah, there's a flash of a moment of Rasa. You see Blair unconscious on the ground, and Jericho and Ophelia standing over her. Ophelia, you see more of Roadkill.
Scream again.
Scream again, yeah. And then you do see Rasa's hat, and like just side profile of his.
Rasa, did that help? Can you come here? Can you see us?
Yeah, I saw you guys. What happened to Blair? And I will start rushing to Blair. I'm gonna see if I can. I don't think he would take the time to diagnose her. I think he would just straight up try and heal her.
Yeah, makes sense.
She was hallucinating. She passed out.
You, Ophelia, you do hear like these like kind of like clicking sort of sounds get a little closer as this creature just kind of like.
Why is it clicking?
It's roadkill. He's. I mean, he can't see great here, but this is the best we got. Whatever it's worth, Blair. That's 6 hit points.
That's consciousness. Timothy, what'd you get?
I'm pretty sure I did not do much to the door because it was only a 14.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it's the idea of like sticking your hand in and trying to kind of wrench it out, giving this like sense of like, oh, the metal's weakened. That should work.
So I had an idea.
Okay.
How much does Quinn weigh?
Don't throw my guard.
I mean, this isn't a space big enough for someone to fit through.
Or is it more like a battering ram situation?
My idea was to literally pick up Quinn. With all of my gear, I weigh 486 pounds. And I was going to barrel through the door with Quinn. I figured if he weighs about 300 pounds or so, 700 pounds running at...
But do you have the strength to get enough momentum to move?
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Yeah.
Dexterity.
I have a 20 in strength, so yeah, I do. I could pick up 300 pounds easily.
Okay.
Let's see.
Running at 10 miles an hour with 700 pounds, that...
Okay, this man is like 7'2", so I think his base weight is what, like 250 before armor?
Yeah.
Before armor, this man has to weigh as much as Timothy, if not more.
You did say lanky, so we'll say 250.
Yeah. Okay, so it might not work. It was an idea.
Yeah. I agree. I do think momentum is a factor here of like the difference between running and carrying weight. But 20 strength, yeah, I would let you roll. It's just gonna be a harder roll, I'd say. But yeah, I think the like getting a hand into the door, you definitely notice that like there's zero give here in that like it's just like a leverage thing. Lysandra, you want to give me another roll?
Why me?
Because I want you to win.
Because you're not helping to open the door.
Do I get advantage?
Yeah.
That's a 2 and a 3.
We don't belong underground.
Oh my god.
I think there's like a thing of like when you roll really, really high on something, sometimes I just give you guys like proficiency in that thing. I think Flinch lost her proficiency in unlocking doors.
What the? Oh my god.
Maybe it's an exorcism that you need?
I think so.
You hear Flinch just go, I'm on the last piece.
Uh-huh.
All right,
Whatever
so
you say.
obviously Quinn is too heavy. Is there anything else in the room that like looks like it weighs something?
I mean, you did damage the way you did it.
No, I know. I'm gonna run into the door. I'm just trying to.
Okay.
Can I smite the door? Can I just want to hit it and smite it? I'm getting done. I'm getting
Give her
real
something,
sick of
Jill.
this shit. Come on.
Sure, yeah, sure.
I'm gonna
Smite the
try to
door.
hit this. I have a plus 10. I have to be able to hit this and 2 attacks. 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. I'm using a smite on this. It's a d8 plus 7. What is smite? 2d8. Okay. That's 7. That was good. 29 damage, and
Nice.
I'm doing shining smite.
Okay.
Can I do it?
What'd that do?
The target sheds a bright light for 5-foot radius until the spell ends for 1 minute. And we
Okay.
have advantage on attack rolls against it.
Okay. Cool. I'll say you notice that bright light. Same idea, like flashes for a little bit and then seems to kind of like start to fall out. But I'll say we'll keep that advantage on there. There is now a hole that is big enough for Flinch to get through. Like basically, like anyone not with armor could get through this.
Yeah, I would.
So like Rasa can now go in and out, I think.
Yeah, I would try and if Blair is still just laying there, or if she's up, I mean, I would try and drag her or pick her up.
No, we'll play to that part now. So going to the other side, Blair, you wake up.
Blair is just like, she opens her eyes and then is freaking out because is it still dark or is that light popping in?
What light?
Oh, I thought I heard someone said something about light. I had to go away for about a minute.
Okay. It is taking you a second for your eyes to adjust, as you probably saw like the blinding sort of sun as the last thing you'll ever see. But I'll say, considering how close Jericho is to you, you'd probably see Jericho. And Rasa, as Rasa had to bend down to kill you.
Blair, what happened?
I was on the train and that fucking mouth breather stabbed me.
The party's. We'll figure that out. The party's just back this way by the door. We've been trying to get it open, but let's group up by the door here. See if we can figure it out, and try and walk everybody back.
Blair like grabs on to Jericho. Was that real?
Yes. It was real enough.
Blair is just, you see like pure terror and sadness in her eyes, and her ears just like droop down, and just keeps a hold on Jericho for like support.
You're safe now. Let's just get with the rest and just keep it together as best as you can in this moment. You're doing good, Blair.
When the fuck did Rasa get here?
I honestly don't know. Cue the giant bug.
Yep, giant bug behind you.
Ophelia is steaming mad, and she wants to rip Blair away from Jericho so bad, but Blair's
You couldn't
so
hear
hurting.
any of that. That was telepathic.
Oh, it was?
Yes.
But also, even if she doesn't hear that, she's still mad, and she hates that Blair is like leaning on Jericho like he's a fucking savior.
That's great.
I mean, I did stabilize Blair while you were shaking Blair.
And paralyzed her. She doesn't know that.
Like the first thing they tell you to do in an emergency is start shaking people. So
Yeah, is to pin them and make them feel they can't move.
in the first aid class I took, they were like, first rule, shake people.
It was psychic swaddling, and then when I was shaking her, it was just more calisthenics. It's fine.
Calisthenics.
Psychic swaddling, I think
Biometrics,
it's
something. I don't know.
like the quote of the night.
Psychic swaddling is top tier.
Mm-hmm. That was good. Jericho, as you start to kind of turn your head forward, you see that light kind of pulsating forward, almost inviting again into this next room, but it is far off and where you guys stop is still about maybe 15 or 20 feet before it.
Yeah, Timothy, are you still there?
Yeah, we're working on the door. Stop playing around.
All right, I got the party here. Blair is in rough shape but stable. Everybody else seems to be okay. Jericho, Ophelia, you okay? Yeah.
No.
Jericho can't talk. All right.
Blair's
We once
going to
again hear
second
this.
win, though.
Yeah. All right. Well, fuck. Hey, Timothy, how do you not have this door open yet?
So I will say, size-wise, Jericho very easily could get through. Blair could get through. Ophelia could get through. And Russell could get through.
Yeah, I think the hole's big enough for you guys to get through.
All right, Lysandra, I'm handing Blair through here.
Of course. I'm gonna try to take Blair,
Okay.
help her through.
Blair, do you go?
I think Blair still has like a death grip on Jericho because he was like the only reassurance she got in her head and when she woke up.
Mm-hmm.
So she's probably like not letting go of his hand, so half of her sticking out.
Yeah, Jericho will kind of, in body language, let Blair go in and try to let go and let Blair successfully get into the other space.
Mm-hmm.
He will then follow through. I know what you're saying, Joe. I'm not forgetting about the blinking light, pulsing light, flashing.
You know you're moving away from it.
I know.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
I'm just letting you know I'm not. I know. It's in my mind.
Gotcha.
But I will go into the other room to meet up with the rest of the party.
Okay. All right. You all come on through. I'm going to roll. What? God damn it! I rolled in the wrong box. That's a nat 20. His flinch just fully opens the door just about the point of time where it also it's been busted to shit, so also it tries to open and it can't open all the way. So it just kind of sparks and then you hear a kind of and it just breaks down. You know that door's never gonna close again.
All right.
I can't believe I got a nat 20.
All right. Is everybody here? And is everybody stable?
Okay.
Okay. Lysandra and Quinn, I'm sure it can help you out, Blair. It's still total darkness, correct? Or how are we?
It is not.
Okay, so now we can see.
Which is weird. So now that the door is opened, you guys it's like a veil. There's just total darkness on the other side of this door.
Yeah. Hey, Quinn, step through that door real quick. You might be an expert in these things. Why is this so dark in there?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm one of the only people that haven't. Lysandra.
I don't know.
He's
What?
kind of doing that. You got to see this.
Oh, okay, I'll go.
And you stick your head in, and you notice
Yes,
you don't see
yes.
anything.
What were you three doing down here?
Jericho.
Jericho.
One of you guys can't talk.
I know.
Everybody turns to Jericho, and then he chooses not to use his magical speech in this moment in time. We all know that you just did that.
Jericho has something terrible inside him. He promised me that he would show me what's going on with him, lured me and Blair into a hole in the ground to meet Carrion and a bunch of hangjaws, and then Carrion tried to carve up Blair, saying she needed to be lightened or released or something horrendous. Blair almost died. She started hallucinating and passed out, and all Jericho is doing is standing around puking up seawater.
I feel like I need to... I'm sheltered, and I know not to follow strange men who talk about cults into dark holes.
No,
Wait,
Jericho did not say any of that. He asked us, I don't know what he told you, Ophelia, but he said he had an appointment, and he made it very clear that it was dangerous. He said I didn't have to go, but I wanted to go with him. And I bet you could have said no, too.
Wait, hold on. Is it general knowledge that all of you are aware there's something disturbingly attached to this halfling?
Yes, but he's strangely cute, so he
Looks at
manipulates
Lysander.
all of us into trusting him and wanting to help him, and all he does is get Blair carved up. And he's not even
Again,
sorry. Look at him.
That wasn't Jericho's fault. Why do you keep blaming Jericho?
I don't...
You killed that.
Look at him!
Jericho just drowned.
That's violent. Let's say just be like, all right. Yelling about it is not going to make a difference. Are you okay? Does anybody need to be healed? Do we need to get out of here?
Blair needs it.
Okay,
Yeah.
come here, Blair. I'm going to do 10 lay on hands.
Okay.
I think Timothy's going to look toward Ophelia. Did you just say Carrion was the one that attacked Blair?
Yes, and then he ran off like a little bitch.
Should have killed him.
So he's still out there in the darkness somewhere. He's also got Brassborn working for him.
That would explain the footprint we found.
Jericho, do you want to go after him? Because he was the person you wanted to meet. And he said to follow you, or to follow him, if you dared.
Shoots daggers at Lysandra, Quinn does.
This feels like we have had enough excitement for the evening. Perhaps we should all go and rest somewhere safe.
No. This is minor illusion again. This is the minor illusion talking. You can tell because of my hands.
Hey, no one laugh.
This is serious.
This is serious.
You have
A comic bubble popped up in Comic
this is-
Sans.
Hey. Rachel, pull it together. This is a serious campaign.
We're talking about cults right now.
Lock it in, gang.
Jeez.
Jericho, do you need to go to this?
Ophelia is correct. Blair is correct. I asked them both to come because I needed the help and I wanted to share with somebody. I need to do this. And I would be happy to share with all of you if you would give me the time.
All you needed to do was ask, Jericho.
Jared, give me a persuasion check.
$16.
Lysandra, you may be surprised as you hear Quinn say, okay.
Oh, okay.
You face it together.
I feel like I link with Ophelia in this moment, and you just hear in your head, yes, you're right, surprisingly convincing for some reason. As I glance at Quinn.
I want to make sure I say this to the group. There's no risk. This will be dangerous.
Wait, there's no risk this will be dangerous?
Yes. As in, there's no chance this will be dangerous. I guess I'm not saying it in a good way. But, like, this is for sure going to be dangerous now. That doesn't make sense how I said
What?
it, I know. Fuck, okay.
I
What
get
did you
it.
say?
Let me
Try
retcon
again.
it. I'm sorry, I've been laughing a bunch and I'm lightheaded, Joe. Do you want me to say that? Okay. No.
No, I just want to know
Yeah.
what you mean.
Yeah, here we go. Let me
He
say it
made a
again.
typo in the.
Let me say it in a
comment.
better way. Let me say it in a better way. This will. DM, keep it together. DM, lock it up. This will be dangerous. You should know. I will not think anything different if you choose to leave.
We're not leaving, Jericho. At least I'm not leaving.
I'm not leaving Blair to get carved up again. But I know
can't
she's gonna
leave
follow you wherever, so.
any of you for 2 seconds, or you get stabbed and start spitting water and...
I think it's clear that you are passionate about this thing, and there is certainly something at the end of that tunnel. But we stick together.
Thank you all. I will lead the way if you will follow.
You can't see
And
in
I
the
will,
dark.
I will start making my way through the door. And then as long as I can see the pulsing light, I don't need to see anything else but that pulsing light.
Mm-hmm. But Blair, yeah, you say that. And you see Jericho kind of like move into this strange sort of magical darkness. You also hear Flinch, who has not been talking for a little bit. You can hear her. She's facing away from you all. She says, "Good luck, guys. I'll see you when you get back." And you see her facing an open door on the other side. As that nat 20 opened both those doors. And with that, we'll take our 10-minute break. See you in 10. We're back. As Jericho passes through this almost strange, like kind of veil of darkness, it's when anyone who would be looking in Flinch's direction sees the open doorway to another room. I will say, who do you think would be just following Jericho and not paying attention to that, or who would be looking in that direction?
I think Timothy was was looking toward where.
Can you bring that
she
mic
went.
closer to you, Scott?
I think Timothy would have been looking to where Flinch was.
Okay. Anyone else?
I think I would be looking around because I haven't been on the side of the door yet. So I'd be looking around, and then Flinch just catches my attention because I'm interested in her anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm watching Blair because she's injured and I don't want her to drop dead in front of me. I don't know what happened to her.
Yeah. Okay. Ophelia and Timothy, give me perception checks.
It's a 13.
23.
Timothy, looking at the room past her, you can see that it is small. Even just from that, from, I'd say about standing like 15 feet away from the doorway, in this like sort of dim light, you'd still be able to tell, like, it looks like, I mean, there could be other doorways in that room, but it looks like it's probably only about maybe 30 by 20 feet. You see that there is what looks to be like a large steel table. And you see there are very similar to what you actually saw in Collander's bunker. You see these sort of strange kind of what I would clarify to Scott as being something that is resembling like file cabinets. Ophelia, you see all of that, and a skeletal hand resting on the floor in front of the door. That you can't see what it's attached to, but if it's attached to a full-fledged skeleton, it would be next to the door on the other side.
Ophelia is seeing the skeleton hand and then filing cabinets, things like that.
Yep, and then a large, like, almost like a conference table.
She's going to detach Web, a spider, and tell it to follow Flinch so it can record whatever she's finding in that room too, hopefully. And then she's going to tell Flinch, little girl.
She doesn't turn around to look at you. I'm gonna actually roll
I'll just
perception
say-
for her. Yeah, no.
there's anything you want to share in that room, little girl, I pay well. And then I'm going to give her, I hope, a bardic inspiration.
Okay. She doesn't nod. She doesn't react at all as if she heard that. She just walks forward into the room.
Yeah. And so I send in Webb with her and just tell Webb, record it you can and come home when you're done.
Okay. Cool.
And then I turn back towards the group.
Timothy, anything?
No. I saw filing cabinets. It looks like a small storage area.
Okay, cool. Jericho has stepped back into that dangerous area. The rest of you guys follow.
So we had the torches. I'm guessing as soon as we bring the torch into the blackness, there is nothing.
Yeah.
Well, Rasa, this is the darndest thing.
Yeah, I hate it. This is my forte down here, but it's something that's keeping us all from seeing.
Which direction did he go?
I would point out which direction he went based on his footfalls.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, he went left, which makes sense. He came in from the opposite end.
Yep, so went to the left. It's not Dally. He needs us.
Rasa, you just keep talking. We'll follow your voice.
All right. Keep on going, guys. Follow me. And I'll start just whispering.
And I'm going to grab onto Timothy's coat as we're walking.
You hear Quinn speaking to your mind, Lysandra. I don't suppose we're have any clue why this one seems to be able to see and we can't.
Which one is he pointing at?
He's not pointing at anything. If you guys are through, you guys are barely seeing each other.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if he thinks Rasa can see because he can follow, because he's following by chamber. I don't know who he's talking about.
I would say he's probably referencing Jericho. Yeah, I would say he's referencing Jericho.
No. Perhaps it has something to do with the reason he's down here.
Yeah.
His god or whatever it is. It's related somehow, I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Do me the honor, please, and stay close.
Certainly.
Above board, none of you see this blue light. Only Jericho. So there's a true moment of you guys can see maybe 5 feet out in front of you.
Yeah, I'm following in Jericho's footsteps.
Blair is right behind Jericho.
Okay.
If I sensed any movement, I would start calling out, where and how many.
Okay. Yeah, give me a perception check.
So nat 20.
Okay. There is a semblance of a not really a doorway, but I would say an archway. Like a natural sort of archway of this like cave-like structure. And as you move to the other side of it, you feel movement. I would say, well, given your sense, you're able to tell that there is movement before you're walking through that archway on the other side, about 15 feet up.
Just one person? I don't know.
Seems like just one person. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very
one-
slight. It was like they shifted.
Yeah. One person, 15 feet up, off to the side. Just keep on walking.
Okay. Ross, as you walk past that spot, you see iron rails. You know, if you were to look up, if this, this creature had sight on you, you to look up would signify that you know that something's there.
I would try and look at it in case it can see me to make it think that I can see it.
Okay. Cool. I need everybody to give me an Arcana check as you guys start to pass this entranceway.
Yeah, the nat 20.
I got a
Sorry,
6. The note's so great. Listen, someone has to roll bad.
I got a 3.
It just has to.
It's going to be a
Thank you,
drinking
Robin.
game at some point.
Yeah.
I do have an inspiration I could burn.
I'd say this is relatively low stakes, especially having, this being the group thing. And
Okay.
someone got a nat 20.
I'll leave it be.
I rolled a 14.
Okay. I would say, Jericho, you have advantage on this.
Still 14.
Okay. Ophelia. Similar to the feelings that you have when you are casting, any sort of mind spell. There is a sense of, and I'll let you kind of describe how you notice. I'll put it this way: you don't understand the language, but you are aware that something has been said from that creature who is up in that platform to someone somewhere else, but it was done magically. So you tell me how you perceive it.
I think if she doesn't understand the language, which she knows, I think it would be more like something in her shoulders, in the back of her neck, of like being aware that like something's being sent, something's being said, even if she can't quite consciously like hear it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I like that. So, like a moment of like recognizing, it's similar to that sort of sixth sense you have when someone's talking about you. But it's a little bit more visceral this time, and maybe for Ophelia it's always like that. Maybe that is actually something that she's oddly good at, and you're picking it up from this, giving the idea that that person's not the only person in this room.
Then I just quietly say to the group, we're not the only ones here, and there's someone whispering about us. I can feel it.
Rasa, no perception check required here. The fact that you feel 0 movement from the figure that was there and anywhere else, I would say tells you that your plan, your idea of making them feel like they can be seen is has worked. They're seems nervous.
I would try and keep up the ruse anytime I felt anything.
Okay.
Just to try and look in their direction.
You got it. This room. Jericho. This room itself seems. Give me a religion check.
$19.
Okay. You feel yourself lose your footing just slightly along the floor, and recognizing that there is these heavy sort of indentations into the hard packed earth of this place, and you notice that they are roughly the width of your legs normally when standing, and they seem to drag forward.
All right. I fall to my knees. And I start crawling on my stomach. Rasa probably feels that totally with his tremor sense.
Yeah. Ross, there's maybe a moment of panic as you feel Jericho kind of go to the ground, but then
if I can connect to somebody, I think I'm still connected to Blair. In the mind. Blair. This is not a place for walking. We must humble ourselves to stay in the right. Please share with the others.
Right. And Ross is behind me. I'm taking. Jericho says we have to humble ourselves and not walk up straight. Basically, prostrate yourself and crawl on the ground. Pass it along to everybody.
Fuck no for many reasons.
I'll repeat the message, and then I would drop down onto my knees. I am probably not approaching to the length that Jericho is, but I don't want Jericho too far away from me, I guess.
Can Timothy actually see Rasa drop down to his knees?
if he's within 5 feet.
I think Timothy's going to look at Rasa and say, "What are you doing? Get up!"
We're doing this for Timothy. This isn't about me.
Jericho.
Sorry, Jericho.
I
He's
will
just gonna
guard
he's gonna
him.
Shake his head.
I will guard him. I will follow him, but I will not prostrate myself to another god.
Blair's crawling with Jericho. She doesn't care.
Okay. I need a marching order.
I'm holding on to
Blair.
Timothy, so wherever Timothy is.
I feel like Lysandra
I'm
was right
next
behind.
to Rasa.
Lysandra was right behind Blair because she was trying to make sure she was okay. So I guess Lysandra, Quinn.
Okay. And then Rasa, Timothy, Ophelia.
Mm-hmm.
That sound right?
Sounds right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jericho and Blair, you start to crawl on your hands and knees. Jericho, you notice that light seems to be pulsing a little brighter. Lysandra, I need a perception check with advantage because it is both you and Quinn.
There we go. Natural 20.
Oh, thank God.
The relief.
I was about to get really, things are going to get really nasty here.
Oh my
Okay. Your choice was, did Quinn get it or did Lysandra get it?
Let's let Quinn. No, Lysandra's gonna get it. No, because Quinn's gonna think she's crazy. Give it to Quinn. He
Okay.
needs to see this. He needs to witness this so he knows he's not crazy.
You got it. Cool. You hear, Lysandra, as you're walking forward, you hear Quinn kind of like try to say something to you. And you turn to like look back, but I'd say you're still kind of like taking a step forward. And you feel Quinn grab you and pull you into himself as hard as he can. And you feel that sort of moment of just like like armor against armor. As I think all of you stop except for maybe Jericho and Blair, and you see like it takes a second, that same sort of like adjusting like eyes to it. You're not entirely sure how Quinn was able to see it. Maybe it's the surge of making sure that he's protecting the future queen. But you see metal spikes facing your face.
Oh. Alright, well, perhaps we should crawl.
You see hanging from those spikes that are very like thin. They're thin. They're like this long. It's nasty. And you see hanging from them are black cloths. You okay?
Yes. Maybe we do listen to Jericho on that.
Yeah. Carrying that nat 20, I'm going to do... Carrying that nat 20, I'm going to give Lysandra advantage on a religion check.
This can only go well so long. Okay, that wasn't awful. That's a 17.
17's good. Yeah. These cloths seem to be purposely put here. They seem to have this, I would say they like look, they look almost like scarves at first, except they're probably a little bit shorter. Given the idea of the concept of sight here being an issue, you think these are maybe some sort of blindfolds or head wrapping, but they seem to be part of a ritual.
I will convey that information with the group.
Okay.
I also would take one and wrap it around his eyes.
Okay.
Timothy is now on all fours, looking very pissed off, looking at Rasa like he's a goddamn fool.
And Ophelia, equally pissed off, gets on her hands and knees, casts message. Fuck you, Jericho.
Okay. Does anybody else put on the blindfold? Okay. Rasa. As you start crawling behind Lysandra and Quinn, you notice that there is a strange blue light that is silhouetting Quinn's feet as you're following.
I'm going to see if I can tap Lysandra.
You can tap Quinn.
Okay. I'm looking for a mind link out of those two. I can maybe tap them on the head. I don't know how well I feel around and just be like,
He'll pass it along to Lysandra.
Yeah.
I look back in mind link with Rasa. Yes.
if you put on the blindfold, you will see.
Well, let's crawl back and get some blindfolds then.
Cast message again. Fuck you, Jericho.
Is Blair and Jericho going way further from everybody because no one is talking? It's all through messages.
I would say
I
that's
thought
up
most of it was
to-
out loud.
Yeah, most of it was
Okay.
out loud, but I would say that's up to Jericho.
I mean, I'm kind of picturing it that we're a little bit ahead. Like, I'm kind of picturing it like Jericho's about 10 feet ahead of everyone else.
I think if Jericho was straining to hear, Jericho would hear, but otherwise, no.
Yeah, I don't think I would hear. And I think it would be too late for, like, him to get a blindfold. I don't think it'd be too late for Blair.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, Blair. If Jericho's 10 feet away, I think she'd keep following him without the blindfold. She's gonna keep going.
Okay. All right. So anyone not putting the blindfold on? Got it. Okay. You guys continue forward. You start to notice now that for those that are able to see that blue light, the reflection surrounding, which oddly was not reflecting from the distance that it was at, now is. So in other words, even when like Jericho, when you were seeing the blue light, like there should have been a point of like there's certain other things that should have like lit up around you, because the light just kind of like how light sort of refracts, and it was not doing that until this moment, as you're getting closer. And the rest of you notice that as well. You start to notice that you are crawling in a tunnel that is only maybe 4 feet wide. And varies between 2 to 3 feet tall.
I think Timothy, Lysandra, and Quinn are going to have a hard freaking time getting through this.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys have to be very patient. Mechanically, you guys are fine, but yeah, I would think it's a lot more work. Five minutes pass. 10 minutes. 20 minutes. And you see Jericho. An opening. At least from the reflection off the blue light. It's very dark in here, but not like the magical darkness that you had just walked through. For you, you can see pretty much everything. Call it dim light. Blair, you also can see everything in dim light. You just do not see any blue light. As the rest of you, Timothy, same thing. You just wouldn't see the blue light. And the rest of you see nothing but the blue light get brighter. As you come to a room where you feel this strange sort of sense of walking into a I would say walking into a place that would seem holy to some. There's not much in this room. You notice that there are altars on either side that have indents marked into stone that Jericho, Timothy, and Blair, you think are there from natural figures falling to their knees. Their standing room here is a little more open. You notice that there is some signs of time that has been spent here with figures, assumingly humanoid figures, that you see that there are like deep ragged brown blankets that are lining some of the walls. there's a sign of a remnants of a small, very small fire pit with rocks laid out in a order, giving the idea there is some sort of communal gathering here, but only by 6 or so at a time. Timothy and Blair, you see in the center of the room something strange, something that messes with your mind in the same way of looking at a fictitious story come to life. It feels disconnected. Like if there was another world or another dimension, this got through and shouldn't be here. You see it's round. It's about 10, 15 feet tall. Clearly broken, old. You even notice that some of the parts of it are clearly metal, given the faint bit of rust you could see in the shadows. It's also broken. Reminds you of like an egg. Lysandra, Rasa, Ophelia, you see that light shining brighter, but pulsating out from a central point. Jericho, you are the only one that sees it all. As this is what you see.
I still cannot talk, so
What does Jericho do?
I will walk up. Well, you said there's indentations in the ground where people were praying.
Yeah, they're actually like similar to they kind. I'm trying to think of a way to like fantasy versions, but it's similar to like an area where like Muslims would wash their hands and feet before coming into the sanctuary. They're off on either side of that. It has that sort of thing to it.
I know what you're saying. Okay, if it is like a washing, if it's like a place to wash oneself, to make oneself kind of clean, I guess, in that sense, Jericho will walk over and proceed to start cleaning himself, starting with his feet, his hands, and then his face.
Yeah, you do find that same sort of cloth, that black cloth that kind of like covers one's eyes. You feel it's coarse. There is no water here.
I still go through the motions.
Yeah. You feel, even given your halfling fortitude and age and the amount of like where your skin is probably not as sensitive, it's still painful.
I work not to wince at that, and I just bear it.
What do the rest of you do?
Is there another black cloth here?
Not in the shape of what your friends are wearing.
I think this is maybe a point where Rasa lets Jericho do whatever he needs to do. I mean, because there's enough light now that we can see him. Or no?
Wearing the blindfold, it is. I say, Rasa, you know where he is, so I'd say it's similar to the like 5 feet. You can kind of get it. It's the equivalent of like trying to see someone with the black cloth over your head, but like having a light that's kind of like also sort of pulsating out, so you can see like just like you get a sense of where Jericho is, and I'd say you're able to kind of get a general idea of what he's doing.
Okay. I mean, I think I would just kind of stay where I am, and just maybe whisper, Jericho's off to the right. He's moving 10 feet up to the left, just to whoever is nearby.
When I sense that we've stopped moving, we're in this new room, I will, Ophelia will have like peeked under her blindfold to see what she's seeing outside of that. So I don't know if she got to sight of Blair and Timothy. Can she see Jericho better if she's peeking? Because she wants to know what he's doing, but also as soon as I want to crawl over to Blair and be next to Blair, because I'm afraid she's gonna keep following Jericho into somewhere really fucked up.
Okay. As you peek underneath the blindfold, you're able to see this room, but you don't see the light.
So
You put it back down.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I just want to see if I can find Blair. Is
I
my
understand.
big thing, yeah.
You put it back down. You still don't see the light.
Can I see Blair?
In this position, with it
When I
down,
lifted it up?
you could see. What I'm saying is the light's gone for you now.
So is it just pitch black now?
When you put it back down, it's just pitch black.
Okay. When I lift back up, is it pitch black?
No.
Okay.
It's dark.
Okay. Well, if it's like pitch black, I'm just like, fuck it then. Throw it and then just go find Blair.
Yeah. Are you collecting anything about what's happening in this room right now? Is it... At what point do we... Apologies, milady.
I did not realize Quinn was speaking to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I thought we were still doing the Blair Ophelia scene, and I was confused as to who the hell that was.
Do you... I feel that your understanding of the faith is maybe a bit better than mine.
Oh, shit.
At what point are we... At one point are we being respectful? And at what point are we being sacrilegious?
I think this is that line, and as long as we're here making sure he's safe, I don't intend to participate in any of his ceremonies. That's, I believe, the line we should not cross.
Sorry, you probably can't see me real. I just nodded.
Yes. It's probably just better to let him do whatever he's doing and then get out of here.
You've noticed that light bears an awfully familiar shade. Yes.
I have, yes. Kiki, want to do an Arcana check, but I'm afraid of my dice.
Okay. Don't roll in that one.
Why did you have to say it before I rolled? You're not gonna roll it. So you said don't roll a half one. That was the only parameter for this to fail, right? Everything else is a success, right? To include a 3?
No. Yeah. I would say no. It's not a. It's not a 95% chance of success. The nat one would be something that would bad that would happen to you. Yeah.
Wait, I have inspiration. 3. Did I use my inspiration yet?
I think you did.
I think.
I think I did.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you, with a 3, you sense that there is definitely something real about this place. And anything beyond that, maybe Lysandra's, it's kind of up to you, Kiki. Maybe Lysandra's beliefs kind of get in the way of anything else.
Yeah, that's fine. She's gonna stand back and let Jericho do what Jericho's doing, kind of like Rasa. We're just here to make sure you don't die. That's all we're here to do. We're not joining your cult, Matt.
I'm just here to spread the good word. That's all I'm here for.
Jericho, if I wanted to take a closer look, do I have to do what you're doing?
Blair, no.
Is Blair speaking out louder, or is she speaking with the connection?
The connection.
No, child. Please stay where you're at. Stay with Miss Ophelia for the time being. Let me venture forth alone, and maybe later you can participate.
How far away is the egg from us?
About 35 feet.
Blair's looking at Timothy, and then nope, I can't give that to you.
Yeah, and just a reminder, Blair, you're not seeing the blue light, but I'd say that I believe Blair has dark vision, so I'd say the essential dim light to this, you definitely notice that there's a I'd say you get a little bit of like a smell of like that same sort of familiar smell of like burnt electronics, like that sort of strange sort of like chemical like smell.
I don't know anything about the whole like holy spiritual mumbo jumbo stuff, but whatever's in the egg thing, it smells more mechanical and machine than holy.
Is Blair saying that the Jericho?
Yes.
Okay. I don't believe this is a tool. To what degree, I don't know. This is not holy. The place it resides in is. It is something else.
All right.
And I will finish what I'm assuming is the ritual, because I have no fucking clue what I'm doing here, actually. And I will start walking up to the egg. Can everyone hear me okay? It's just...
Yes. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Joe, I don't see the blue light, right?
Did you know?
I don't feel any weird special tug toward the egg, correct?
Roll me a religion check.
That's a 2 minus 1 for a 1.
Okay. We'll start with Rasa. Rasa, you hear a voice in your head. And even as you're seeing the pulsing blue light, you're noticing that the volume of these words seem to coincide with the slow sort of wave-like movement in and out of that light. As you hear a voice say, "How heavy is the life you carry, and how light would you like it to be?"
I'm tired. Can it just be light for once?
What would you unburden yourself from?
My quest for revenge.
Revenge or justice?
I don't think justice could ever be attained. The only option I had was violence.
Or you? No. The ones you claim to protect. What would you give?
I have nothing left to give but my life.
Then unburden yourself and be clean. And you see, as Jericho is pulling himself away from that altar, you see that light start to emanate from the markings of the knees, the indentations, offering you
Yes.
a chance to become clean.
You'll see Rasa stand up and walk over to this little sand basin. He's got cuts and scrapes all over his arms from being pulled underground from roadkill. But he'll start rubbing that sand into those wounds.
Right? Anybody do anything in reaction? Quinn will absolutely say to Lysandra, should we stop him?
This. I don't know. It could be his own choice. I don't know what's going on here.
I am liking this less and less, Lysandra. I admit I was stirred by the man's speech, but I'm not excited to know what the outcome will be for those that choose not to participate.
I don't know that we had the option to turn back now.
If something does happen, I need you to run and not look back. Understood?
Understood.
And you see him just put a hand to where his axe is hanging. Just take it out. Just anybody else do anything? Okay. Lysandra, you start to hear Quinn start to say something else to you. I think when we're done here, we should... He stops suddenly.
She's gonna immediately put her hand over his where it's resting on the axe and just squeeze it. Quinn. Quinn.
Actually, you see... You do see him look at you. But slowly. As if the answer to a question.
She's gonna grip his hand tighter and mind link with him, and both like telepathically and out loud just say, Quinn, I don't know what's happening. Focus. You need to stay focused.
And focused. And you hear a voice in your head. How heavy is the life you carry? How light would you like it to be?
The weight is what gives us strength.
Strong answer. I wonder if it's your own. Life gives us choices, paths, the end of which we never truly know. And yet we are given one precious chance to choose the right ones. So I will ask this, Lysandra. Is the voice you choose to answer with truly your own?
Yes.
I wish you the best in that. You see Quinn still staring at you.
Quinn, I need you to focus. Stay here, stay by my side. I don't know what you heard. I don't know what that voice promised you. He's in my head too.
What did you say?
He asked to lighten the weight. And I reminded him that the weight is what makes us strong.
You see his shoulders kind of fall slightly as if letting out a big sigh of relief. Lysandra, roll me an insight check.
I'm so scared. Hold on, I need new dice. Hold on. No, not that one. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. That's 16.
Okay. I want to have some fun here. I know that you rolled this as your character thing. I'm going to offer a chance of either giving Kiki the answer or giving Lysandra the answer.
Give Lysandra the answer.
Okay. There's a scary, I don't think comforting in any way, realization. Something that I think Lysandra has been aware of all along. That a paladin of the Demon, one who is sworn to be a leader, to uphold the tenets and faith, fully rested his answer on yours. Told you I could have just let Kiki know.
But this is better.
Is it? I feel like there's a big piece of Lysandra who doesn't want to know this.
Yeah, absolutely. Which is what makes it better.
Right.
It's for the drama.
Yeah. 100%.
She's going to keep her hand on his and just keep holding tight.
Okay. Jericho. You've done so well. I know how hard this journey this preciousness of life that has been dragged through the sand, drowned in the deepest depths without your will. Nay, against it. And yet you have been willing to unburden yourself. And take up the mantle that is so rightfully yours. As you can see, You are no longer alone. There is one other among you who wish to be free from the twisted, horrible, threads of fate. Look upon him and rejoice.
I will turn around and look at Rasa, who I imagine is still rubbing sand in his scrapes. And I will walk over to him. Actually, let me say that differently. I will stumble over to him as I have thrown my walking staff aside in the moment. And I will just walk over to Rasa, who I imagine is sitting on the ground.
Yeah, he's kneeling in front of that, yeah.
And I will I imagine him kneeling is about face to face with me, and I will get into Rasa's face and look him in the eyes. And then just very carefully rest my hand on his cheek and put my forehead against his.
I think Rasa would probably meet you, and that probably start crying at the things that he's lost, as the like sand is like caked in blood on his arms from the scrapes.
You feel Jericho's hand, like, grip just get a little bit tighter as it moves to the back of your head, and then he cries with you. I feel like that goes on for a moment. And once that moment passes, Jericho will stand back up. I don't believe I can talk yet, still.
I think as you stand back up, you do hear the voice. Before we venture forth, hand in hand, ready to present ourselves as servants of true justice. There is one that seems to be pining outside the door. And you feel yourself look towards Blair.
I look at Rasa and I break eye contact and look towards Blair. I had told Blair to stay back because, well, I had no reservations about myself. I did have reservations about leading Blair into this moment that I wanted to make sure it was of Blair's own accord fully. That Blair was in the right state of mind for this sort of situation, for this commitment. But if my deity is going to acknowledge Blair, so torn on this, I really am. I will turn towards Blair, and I will extend a hand out.
I'm pretty sure Blair's gonna walk forward and take his hand.
Don't. Blair, do not go to that altar. Don't. Does she look back at all when I say that?
Out of the whole night, I've been rolling like shit. This was a natural 20. I go to Jericho.
I cast command.
Okay.
Halt before you can get up.
Ophelia, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, that was good. Oh, what's my wisdom? 21.
That is good. Your command has no effect here. But you do get a voice in your head. Why would one so burdened such as you force their will upon others?
I actually find that most things in life aren't heavy enough. She's mine, and you can't have her.
Afraid to lose what's left, are we, Ophelia?
Refuse to lose what's left.
I give all my brothers and sisters a choice. It seems that the choice that I gave you was left to someone too greedy. But I will allow the question again. And you see the blue light appear again. There is one way. You could have what you wish. A friend that you will not lose. How heavy is the life you carry? And how light would you like it to be?
I'm not broken enough to manipulate. Nothing is that heavy. And I won't let you have Blair.
I fear that you mistake me for the figures that I harbor no love to anymore. I Do not force anyone.
No. You manipulate with false salvation and people when they're at their lowest.
To call it manipulation would assume empty promises. What is it do you think I offer?
I think you offer empty promises, but judging from the seawater and the blood that's constantly seeping out of Jericho, you can certainly follow through on threats. You've brought no good to that man. But some of these people here are too broken to see that.
Jericho is lower than you could ever bring yourself. But that was not done by my hand.
Well, it's nice to know you want to keep him on his belly.
We all crawl one way or another. I implore you, as one who is trusted and loved by my brothers and sisters in this room, do not make the same mistake twice. And you snap out of it and realize that no time has passed.
You don't need this, Blair, please.
I think Blair's like slowly still walking toward Jericho.
You don't need to be on your belly, Blair.
Blair, you do not have to follow anyone. You are your own person. You are smart. You are confident, capable. You do not have to do this.
It
Jericho.
can't. It can't have meant nothing. I can't have done that to Leo and not. And Blair's just looking at Jericho because he knows what she's talking about.
Jericho will reach out to Blair. I wish I could speak out loud right now. I really do. Oh, I do. Oh, fuck, I do. Blair, you don't have to do this. You are strong. You are independent. But if you choose to do this, we will be here with you. But it must be your call.
Jericho, you feel your throat start to tighten and expand, as if something is draining. Just enough for you to say these words.
I will open my mouth and the last remnants of salt water will dribble out as I say, now make your choice.
Check your Discord.
How heavy is the life you carry, and how light would you like it to be?
Blair's gonna walk forward. She sees the sand basin, and she's not really religious, and she has a wound, but it's been healed. But she thinks back to her time at the ranch, and whenever she had to clean up and go into the house, they would get like a bucket of water and dump it on them. So she just gets as much sand and dumps it all over her. And then goes over to Jericho and Rasa.
Jericho will take an indentation of some of the wet sand from where the salt water came out of his mouth and lift it up, and then trail it on Blair's cheek as though an outline of a tear.
I think Blair's just gonna like catch her hand to try, like knowing what she's probably agreeing to, but also not, but accepting it.
Okay.
I cast message. Fuck you, Jericho.
Jericho, after speaking those words, you feel the rest of your body is made clean from the salt water. The light that was pulsing glows a steady blue, inviting.
I will start to limp my way to that light.
Follow next to him.
Blair will fall on the other side.
We're the three best friends that anyone's ever had.
Once again, Quinn. Who? Yeah, actually, Lysander, you holding his hand. Quinn kind of squeeze your hand. What is happening?
I don't know, but this is a power beyond what we can face. I don't think we can stop them. I think we just have to endure. See if they come out the other side. I don't know of any way to help them.
See Quinn look at Ophelia.
Ophelia is looking at Timothy, just like our two best friends just walked in that stupid egg.
Calling Blair your best friend is wild work, but okay.
It's a forced best friend situation. It's one-sided.
It's unrequited friendship.
Actually, Timothy. Roll me a history check.
It's a 16.
You feel your shoulder just jerk. That's strange.
This whole thing is strange.
No. This feels familiar.
How so?
Like I've seen this before. Or you've seen this before.
I do not remember this.
We're missing something here. One of us, at least. And Rasa, Blair, Jericho, following forward, and one by one, climbing into this contraption. You see from the camera's viewpoint the light, like a candle in the rain, go out. And with that, we'll end tonight's session. See you guys next week.